Oh, hey everyone. Sorry that I was kind of rocking out to the music there. How's everyone doing out there tonight?
Good evening.
Get over here. And we got a few people in here. Yeah, 10 people in here right now, according to this. According to this one over here, we've got 11, so excuse me. Yeah. Well, it's been a fun day for me here. I'm watching a few live streams out there working in the pig pen, trying to get it cleaned up. Now I'm contemplating whether or not I actually want to raise pigs. I know it's a great source of manure and stuff, but it also reminded me I did not want to be wearing shoes like this out in the pig pen.
You learn fast.
Rubber there. All right, let's see who else in here tonight. And go back here to the beginning of the chat, and we got Uncle Al checked in at about 45 minutes ago. Evil Twins in here. Then Dave checked in. Then Courtney Southern at White Family Farm. And deep down, Michael 58. David's Mule Train Homestead. Big Dreams Homestead. Christy Betts. Brett at Broussard Homestead. Hey, Brett. And I froze again. Betty at Gemini Homestead. Teresa, Stringfield Ridge Farm. Big Dreams again. Audra at Homesteading in Idaho. Rebel Canners. Hey, Tammy. Mary Beth Smith. Miss Lippy, Gemini Homestead. And we're caught up. So this topic sometimes generates a lot of controversy as far as people's choices in footwear and what constitutes being protected. And all I can say is, if you have a shoe like this and that steel toe there, it's what's protecting your toes, then that's a good thing you have steel-toed shoes. I've had several pair when I was working down in the ditches and construction, putting in water pipes and stuff. You know, because you're on your knees and your toes are always dragged as you're going through the gravel, and they wind up looking like that. Of course, you get dropping ductile iron pipe on your toes and stuff like that all the time. All righty, so let's get to anybody have anything before we get started? Any things they want to talk about? Get out there. Any comments from the side chat before we get into talking about foot protection? Crickets, crickets, crickets. All right. Let's see here. Steel toe not good around horses or cattle, though.
True.
Oh, Dave froze and he's rebooting again.
Right. If you ever have a cow or a horse step on you and you lose 2 toes, you find out real quick it's not a good idea to wear a steel toe around them.
Actually, I used to wear steel toes around them all the time, and it protected my foot from them stepping on it. Because even if they stepped up, the hoof went up past it, and the hoof went up. Let me see my hand here, and landed up here. The inside of the hook there would land on the steel toe and keep it from going all the way down. Of course, you also have to have true rated steel toes. You can't have these little cheap ones from
China,
Wally World. Yeah, and that's where they come from. Is
China.
Yeah. So yeah. But let's get a look at this. And when Dave pops in, I got to remember to keep an eye out for Dave popping back in here. So protect your feet. Hey, they're the only ones you have. So let's get on here. And the first way you protect your feet is what goes on your feet before shoes go on. And that is what type of socks you're wearing. Because if it's cold out and you're wearing real thin socks, not a good idea. If it's below freezing, you want some nice warm socks to protect your feet. Of course, if it's summertime, you might want thinner socks, and you don't want to go really thick ones because your feet will all get all sweaty and stinky.
So it would your boot too.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that my baby brother, for some reason, decided, well, I'm going to go with synthetic socks and not the all cotton ones and stuff. He about got kicked out of his house by his wife because he came home one time after a 12-hour shift, kicked off his boots, and they all ran. The whole family ran outside. It was like someone popped off a tear gas canister in there and smoked them out.
Yep, that's true, folks.
Mm-hmm. So you got to, consider what. Here comes Dave coming back in. He's trying to hook up. I'm watching for him. And welcome back, Dave.
I think I made it.
Yeah, you made it. We can hear you. So, whatever type of socks it is, whether it's cotton or wool or silk or blends or synthetics, make sure they work for you. Because I know, like, one thing, I know in the Patton family, and not just me or my brother, it's as it goes down the generations, you put synthetic socks on us, we can get arrested for having weapons of mass destruction when we take those boots off. Hey, Modern Refugee.
Hi, Modern Refugee.
And then there's these, I can't say what, all my novels call them what they are. What my youngest son even calls them what they are. They're the hide a sock, basically. Yeah. In a work boot, no, you don't want these. He has some low top sneakers and stuff he'll wear these with, but my son refuses to wear these with his work boots. He wants knee-high boot socks for when he's wearing his work boots. So socks come in all colors, all types of fabrics, all sorts of lengths. So pick out what sock works best for you. Hey, Jess, how's it going? We have Keto Homesteading with Jess here. And how close are you to the 6,000 mark there, Jess? Let us know. All right, the next slide here. And they even have socks that have toes in them. They have socks that are meant to be you wear your boots inside or shoes inside. You take your shoes off, and you wear these around the house because they got the silicone grip pads on the bottom, so you can walk around the house and not wear your dirty shoes all over the place in the house. And then sometimes you wear these under your socks. Sometimes you wear these over. These are ankle supports to help keep. Huh?
Some of them even come with magnets.
Yep.
And
so to help maintain your foot health. And the magnets can be either up here on the side, they can be down in the arch, they can be on top. And then there are some that have just the gel pads and stuff to help protect your heels. If you're like a sales associate at Wally World and you're on the floor all day, on that concrete floor with the linoleum on it, it's still very hard and it can get to your feet. And then, of course, the ladies have all sorts of cool things. But guys, don't be afraid to go out and buy some of the ladies' stuff if you need to put it in your shoes. If it works, it works. It protects your feet, and your feet are one of your number one assets. Without them, you have a hard time getting around. Other types of ankle supports. They have wrap ankle ones, so you can set the tension on it for it. And then we got the inserts, the insoles. These insoles, like this particular one, the way it is, and this was I remember because I had the orange in it. I remember from the photo. This is for plantar fasciitis. Is what this particular insole was for. And I can tell you that's a very painful thing because I had it one time when I was lazy and stupid and not doing my exercises. And then here's one for added arch support. And just the ones for the good old cushion when you just, you're walking around, you're going to do a lot of walking around, and you just need some cushion support. And then you have your cheap little foam inserts you can get at Wally World. I found these. I had to throw these in here, guys. I apologize. If anyone in the side chat knows what these are, you get a brownie point. So
hold on, let me jump into the side chat real quick.
Yeah, I already told you what it is. These are actually kind of cool for what they're used for. And see, the lag time is 9 seconds. So we'll have to see how long, if anybody in the side chat knows what these are for. Karate, yes.
Take care.
Or one of the other martial arts. Yeah, they're for the big old punching bag. We're kicking it. Jess is stepping out.
Yep.
All right, Jess, take care. Yeah, Jess was doing a really long live stream today to see how long she could go.
Right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Uncle Al.
They use that for Thai kickboxing. It prevents the ankle from shattering when they hit the bag. And trust me, I've seen guys going, my ankle.
Yeah. I've also seen guys going, breaking the bones in the top of the arch.
I know.
Right there. That one there, that one, you feel the arch, that little bone up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So sometimes I froze again. Sometimes foot protection is required for work. And even if it's not, if you think about what you're doing, is there any chance of anything falling on your foot, stubbing your toes, whatever, for some reason be wearing specific shoes? It's a good idea to do it because some places aren't proactive in protecting their employees. And so there's all sorts of work boots, work shoes. You got low tops, you got medium tops, you got high tops. They even now have some that look like tennis shoes or running shoes that have the steel arch support in them. Some even have steel toes in them. They look like tennis shoes. And then there are for those situations, like when I was cleaning out the pig pen, where I had to be wearing my rubber booties because I don't want to ruin my Red Wing shoes with all the pig urine. Come on, let's go. There we go. Now, the steel toe only comes, come on, get back to, there we go. The steel toe only comes up so far. And when I was working construction, they had a bunch of these toe guards that go over the boot. And even if we had steel toes on, if we were using what's called a whacker or a stomper, we had to wear this over the top of it. Because that thing be going, bum, 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 and it'd just be a 1 foot square pad going bum, 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 on the ditch, compacting it. And you definitely did not want that to accidentally catch your toe. And even some of the guys that had steel toes would get these, go up a little bit farther up on the, protect that, the top of the arch there, down in the trench when they were laying either ductile iron, cast iron, or clay pipe. Clay pipe is really heavy too. And sometimes they'd be muscling it into position and they go to push and it slips and it drops on their foot before it goes all the way in. And this is a newer version here. It's a composite material with a steel shank in it, and it can be laced down against your shoelace, or you can just leave it on there, just loosen it, help protect it. An old school, where it's actually wrapped in leather and put on there. And we had a couple of guys when I first started in construction. That was 1981. And a couple of guys that used to work in the steel plants came out there and as laborers, and they had those. So work shoes, boots, whatever, are a great thing to have. but you don't want them to end up like up in the upper left here. You want to take care of them. And if you're in the muck, you want to wear the proper ones in the muck.
Unless you're like me and you walk 200-300 miles every few months and you just wear the hell out of them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to put Kaylin's up in there. Kaylin said she wore hard-toe shoes when she was in home health aid, but not steel toes. So basically, I've seen those where the instead of being a nice soft toe on it, it's a double thick leather toe on there, gives it really extra support. And she also says she has hiking boots, but they don't go above the ankle.
Ankle support is very important.
Yeah, ankle support is very support if you're hiking off trail. If you're staying to a defined trail, a nice maintained trail, those are fine. But if you hike like my boys and I do, and the scouts do, we're going to take the shortcut through the woods. And you're blazing trails. Yeah, you want ankle support, because they had a few of the scouts had below the ankle ones, and we warned them. And there was a couple sprained ankles. And after a while, all the boys were telling the other boys, tell your parents you need above the ankle for what we do.
I'm a differ on that opinion, only under the respect that if you're hiking in any way, shape, or form, you need over the ankle. I don't care if you're on a defined trail or not. Accidents happen. You might be on a defined trail, you catch a rock or a stick the wrong way. You're going to wish you had that ankle support.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. WD Glock.
Froze again.
All right. Let's try that again. WD Glock and Roll is here.
Good evening.
All right. All right. And the next slide here. Yeah, the rubber, there are all sorts of these industrial rubberized boots. You can get the low top ones here. If you're really going to be into it, you want to get the higher ones. And I was hoping that Martha would have made it out here. I sent her the invite because she did a little piece on one of hers. She just happened to mention the types of rubber boots she wears. She doesn't use these ones with the red sole. She uses heavy duty, ones with steel arch support in there. And I'm not sure if she says she had steel toes in hers. I have a pair that have steel toes in them, and I have a pair that don't. But both mine I have the steel arch support in there, because we learned a long time ago working concrete, you want that steel arch support in there when you're walking around, and you got to balance on the form boards. Otherwise, it hurts your arch.
Big Dreams, Homestead, muck boots do not protect you against rattlesnake bites.
Those go right through that rubber.
Yeah, you for rattlesnakes, you want some of the rattlesnake wranglers were doing at scout camp. They had the regular Red Wing work boots, and then they had the gaiters that went up to their knees. That were almost like chainsaw chaps, but they were just from the knee up to the knees. The gaiters on there, and those things were about like that thick. And you fold it's kind of molded around, so you put it on there and had the Velcro straps in the back to hold it in place. But no, these will not stop a rattlesnake.
No.
And cowboy boots, you'd be lucky if it catches the open air space on a cowboy boot to stop it. But, even those, I wouldn't trust it. So remember, whatever you're doing, think about your feet, because whether you like it or not, your feet are the only ones you have. You can't get, at least I haven't heard of any successful total foot transplants.
Darn it. I was going to apply for that next week.
You're right. Again, on Big Dreams, no, cowboy boots do not protect. Depending if you're wearing ropers or round toes, or me and Gil and Dave knows the different types of cowboy boots. It depends on the thickness of the leather. If it's not
everything right there is the leather itself.
You're right.
Standard Walmart pair of cowboy boots, no. If you go to get something like Tony Llama's or some of the higher dollar ones that are made out of shark skin or snake skin or ostrich. The leather itself is almost twice as thick. Those will not stop a snake bite, but they don't get their teeth as far in, so you have a better chance of avoiding getting bit.
And the way the shape of the cowboy boot is usually, when you're wearing it, you have about that much airspace in front of your shin. That's usually where they bite.
Right.
Now, okay, I saw some comments here. Where was it? Where were they? Okay, we're going to get into what Modern Refugee is talking about there. But before we get into that, I got a couple, 4 more slides here to go over to cover after the fact when your foot has been hurt because you weren't wearing the right protection. There are splints that you can keep all your toes aligned, or single toes. And this one here, you can roll it around. How you put it on for which toe it goes on. You have the little toe clips like you do for your fingers. And then they have ones that just kind of go underneath, and you just wrap all your wrap the toes up, and then this Velcro on the side wraps around on top and covers the outer 2 toes.
I'm sorry, but it looks like her little piggy toe. It looks like it's uncomfortable. It's kind of
it looks like it's been tweaked a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably wearing the wrong type of shoes for too long.
High heels. Do it every time.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's the thing we haven't talked about. So I'm going to go grab Moderns and throw his comment up here. A good pair of mucklucks. I know we're coming out of winter now, but we still may have, in some areas, you guys are totally out of it. You're not going to get the cold weather back unless Mother Nature throws a real freaky storm at you like she did down in Texas.
Hang on, it's coming.
Yep.
So
I'm waiting for round 2. So
yeah, so I've been watching the weather. We were up in the 50s today. Yet next week, guess what the forecast is for Idaho? It's snow.
Yep.
Guys, that's a family joke. Snow instead of snow. My mother used to tease my older sister when she was a little girl. What's N-O-W? Now. Put an S in front of it, makes it snow. No, it makes it snow. Anyways, I digress there. Just one of the things. But so mucklucks, snowshoes, snowmobile shoes, snowboarding boots, ski boots. Don't get cheap stuff when you're doing that.
No.
Yes, if it's like, oh, this one's on sale and this is $39.95. And what are the good ones cost? 120, 100, 200. What is your ankle worth? What is your neck worth?
Red Wings.
If you're snowboarding or skiing with a cheap pair of boots, they could fail.
Yeah, and you hear something go crack.
Well, now first of all, you fail. Also, you can do one ski going down there, or your foot's off the snowboard. Now you got only one foot on there, and you look like Dum Dum from Beach Party, Beach Blanket Bingo. I got one foot on the board.
Dating yourself.
It's not bad unless you see bone poking through the skin. Okay, that's bad.
Yeah.
Anything else is repairable in the field.
So one of the things thank you, Modern. I was hoping nobody was going to notice this and jinx us.
And like
a lamb, out like a, yeah. But one of the things is, for winter clothing and boots and everything, winter boots down in Louisiana is different than winter boots in Tennessee, which is different than winter boots up in Pennsylvania, which is different than winter boots in North Dakota or Alaska.
Try Vermont.
Or Vermont.
20 miles south of Canadian line there in Vermont.
And also
last time I was up there, it was 22 degrees below zero with a 40-mile-an-hour wind chill factor.
That was yesterday. It's still snowing in Vermont.
Yeah.
I'm referring to the last time I was there about 26 years ago.
Yeah, Kaylin, if you don't secure the bindings right, that, yeah, I'm just going to put it up there so everyone can read it.
Remember,
Yeah.
folks, you want to buy quality, not quantity.
Mm-hmm. There are some things, Brett, those are what you wanted a couple of weeks ago when everything was freezing.
No, see, the best answer is it would be just like his firehouse boots, only with insulation.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Now I'm going to touch on I'm going to go to a touchy subject here. Yeah, dealing with a certain type of shoe.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Ladies.
Are you fixing to get insensitive?
I'm not going to go in. I am not going to go insensitive. I'm trying to keep it very sensitive to the area. There is a modern mindset. Hey, Recyclable Homestead. Thanks for giving me a break there for a second. There is a mindset that the bigger the heel, the more attractive it makes the leg.
Poppycock.
Exactly. And some women put themselves through so much pain wearing these stiletto heels, and their toes are like crunched up down inside the shoe, and their ankles are bent it's like.
Wait until they turn 50 after wearing those for about 20 years. They'll be regretting ever buying the first pair.
Right. And folks, remember, when it goes that extreme, it's a fetish. It's not common sense footwear.
Yeah. What's interesting is I've seen them. I go, oh, that looks kind of nice. Back when I was young. Then I met my wife, and she was getting ready. We were getting dressed up to go out one time. Her biggest heel was like 1.25 inches. That was it. And it was a regular full-size heel that was 1.25 inches. And we went out, and one of her friends made a comment about, well, don't you have good heel shoes? My wife unloaded on her and says, my ankles and my feet will be in great shape when I retire.
You're right, Caitlin.
And she named another one of her friends who wore stilettos all the time. And she goes, she's already having foot problems. And she goes, and I've yet to get married and have kids. This is before we got married. So I ain't going to be running around chasing kids with bad ankles from wearing stilettos. Oh, there we go. Here we go. All right, good. I'm getting support here. Exactly. Either that or you're not kissing it. You're kind of leaning halfway to the side. Your ankle's gone. And you're like, yeah. Just double checking here.
Big dreams, you are correct.
I'm just going back. Christy Betts said something here. Trail time keep her feet warm in the winter. Hot hands for feet. They actually make socks that are electric socks that up on above your calf, or between your calf and your knee, is elastic band goes on there. Have a battery pack up there, rechargeable batteries to keep your feet warm. That is a thing. You can find it on Amazon.
Great until you step in a puddle of water.
No, these are low. This is low voltage, so but yeah, it has a thing just to help take the heat off and not make it too hot and sweaty, but just to keep your feet from getting cold. And usually it's around the toes is where, from the ball of the foot forward is where it warms up at.
Welcome back.
Yeah, and that's one, Audra. That's one of the reasons why I sent you the invite for it. Yeah, Big Dreams. Yeah, battery operated socks.
Now I'm dating
sorry, Christy. Christy just threw a vision of a movie into my head. Tim Curry, the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I know.
Of him dressed up with those platforms. I'm sorry, folks. This is, yeah.
If you were
the epitome of platform is the band Kiss.
right.
That too. That's the other ones. Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, those were the big soul heel things of the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, but see, I think if I remember right, what Tim Curry was wearing was the front part was platform, so it was up 3 inches in the front, and then he had like a 10-inch stiletto heel on it.
Right. Remember what they used to have live fish and those stupid things, and then they die and had dead fish and those things. And then years later, you see little mummified skeletons in the liquid.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to be careful about using those battery socks. Yeah, you don't want to get your feet sweaty. Mm-hmm. Some of them, you got to check out, do the research on the brands if you're going to use one. You don't want the ones that the person says, yeah, my foot got really hot and the batteries didn't die. If there's that, no. But if you're out there, like I said, at the beginning, your socks makes a good is your first line of protecting your feet. And if you your winter boots should be a half size larger than your normal. I froze again. Than your normal boots or shoes, so you can wear thicker socks.
I can only personally see one way I'd use any kind of battery operated attire, be it coat, socks, grungy undies, whatever, is if I was working, I would not have it turned on. But when it came time for lunch or a break of some sort where your body starts to cool off extremely quickly because you're not working and you have already sweated, therefore you've created a heat sink. Not a very good one either, because you start to feel cold. Then I would use something like that to bring my body temperature, core temperature back where it belongs, and then shut it back off when I go back to work. That way I'm not generating that extra amount of sweat.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a perfect thing for the socks. You stop working, you're sitting down at the table, and yeah.
The only other time you need the battery-powered outfits and clothing and stuff like that is when you're working in a refrigeration unit. And you're not sweating, you're just there doing paperwork. And you're not doing like the other guys moving stuff around and you're writing stuff or punching in stuff. You get really cold really fast.
I'm from Michigan. That didn't bother me a bit. I spent too many hours inside refrigerated warehouses and freezer lockers while driving truck, as well as working in restaurants. That doesn't bother me. I used to walk around in jeans and t-shirt in Michigan in the middle of February. So, I mean, that's no big deal. I mean, the temperature in this house right now is 64 degrees, and I'm wearing just a light thin shirt.
Okay, big dreams. What I'm looking at the National Weather Service right now for you. Where I'm at in southeastern Idaho, we have it's clear through Sunday night. Monday daytime, we have high of 48, 20% chance of rain. Low Monday night is 30 degrees, 40% chance of snow. Tuesday, snow. Wednesday, mostly sunny. Thursday, mostly sunny. So now that we're projecting snow on all next week. Then I'll just cut it back to Monday night and Tuesday night for Idaho.
I can hear the weatherman now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are offering free snow to your area. Come on down today and get your free snow.
Oh, Lord. And
Yeah.
remember, folks, if you do plant early, make sure it's covered because you don't want like 3 inches of snow over your new
Good evening,
bedding
Howie.
plants. Hi, Howie.
See, Howie ain't got to worry about it. He's got everything he needs right where he's at.
Yep.
Yeah, he's warm. From what Big Dreams, there they are. A 4-pack Costco socks.
See, I still can't get to a Costco, so it doesn't do me like a good. So y'all keep teasing this poor old man over here.
Everybody sent Dave.
Dave, you don't want these anyways because these are the wool ones.
Right.
But see, seeing as how my boots are big enough, I can put cotton underneath them.
Okay.
Because see, I do have up to my knee cotton socks.
Well,
Because in the wintertime, I need something very tall.
Right.
You
Send socks to Dave.
Yeah. You can get I'm not sure if you can sign up to Costco online or not. But if you have a Costco membership, you can order those socks online off the internet.
Well, considering I went from paying $350 a month in rent to now I'm paying over $800 a month in rent.
You're not going to do that
anytime soon.
Yeah.
That takes 99.
So, folks, everybody send socks to Dave.
You would have to have my address, and I don't plan on giving it out anytime soon.
Then send it to Gil. And then he could send it to Dave. How does that work?
We'll have to see about that. That would mean Gil would have to spend money out of his pocket.
We can send money with the socks. So it goes,
Anyways. All right. So I'm just checking. I'm catching up on the chat here.
Dave.
Well, Kaylin, it is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 story, because it does have what I call a Michigan basement. It's not a full basement. It's rock wall. It's got basically a hard dirt floor. And it isn't big enough for me to stand straight up at 6'6". So it's what I call a Michigan basement.
Well, that sounds like the basement here. If I stand up straight and walk around, I'll be hitting my head on air conditioning ducts, water pipes, sewer pipes. In fact, underneath the one area, I constantly, I've actually had to hang some surveyor's ribbon down from the sewer pipe because it kept hitting my head on it.
So it's a basement.
And the hat does not protect that well. So the basement is for munchkins.
So built for Uncle Al, who's a munchkin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 5'6".
This house is built in the 1940s.
There were short people back then.
Yeah. Now the other thing about socks and stuff, I know here in Idaho and in California and down in Arizona, Ace Hardware carries just lost the name of it. Carhartt. I had to look at the shirt here. The Carhartt shirts and socks, and they carry the Carhartt wool cotton blend boot socks. And I got several pairs of those, as does my son.
So when I worked,
likes wearing his cowboy boots.
When I worked for Halliburton out in the oil fields, I bought Carhartt jeans because they were double thick. Yeah. Not only do they last virtually forever, I've still got a pair that I can't quite fit into anymore. But mind you, I've had these jeans since 1992.
Good. You can pass it down to Charles.
No, I don't think he's ever going to fit in them.
He's going
to want to be a defensive tackle or a tight end on a football team. He's going to be a very big and wide boy because he's already as strong as a mule.
All righty. I'm just catching up on the chat again, make sure that. All right, Mountain Refugee, take care.
See you.
You can, that's what I was going to say. My wife bought me a pair, actually last Last year she bought me a pair, and then this Christmas she bought me 3 more pair of Woolrich wool socks. Made in America. And she actually ordered them online to get them. So
Right, because there's only very few manufacturing that is not overseas or Chinese or Vietnamese or Indonesian. This is made in America.
Pakistani.
Yeah.
If I can't speak, if I can't speak their native language when I buy clothes, I try not to. And that's not to be disrespectful. It's just I'd rather support the country that I live in by buying American.
Right.
Off-brand stuff. I mean, we all do, but when I have the choice, I buy American first.
Me too. But when I hear from JB saying, buy American, folks, I think he's out of touch.
All right. I just thought of something else I forgot to put in there. I'm not sure if I'm going to find it here. I'll just do it this way. Look it up here. I just thought of something I should have put in there.
Gators, putties?
No. I'm going to show it to you here. Yes. Here we go.
What?
There we go.
Oh.
After a long day of hard work, the foot massagers, there's different ones out there. I'm trying to see if the ones I got my wife are sort of like have the things going around on them, and it's got the infrared heat and the little knobbies. So actually, she wanted the ones that actually push up into her feet as it goes around, so it's not just rubbing around gently. She likes her foot massage, deep, tissue massage.
Yeah, my niece got me one of those things that has these little plastic beads in it floating around. I told her, get your money back. Uncle Alan's not sticking his feet in that.
Oh,
little
come on.
pink
You don't want to
beads.
stick your feet in Orbeez?
No.
Come on.
I got a
Orbeez.
bucket. I'll stick my feet in a bucket and let it soak.
My feet don't fit in buckets. Sorry.
I got a horse bucket. That'll work.
I have size 13 feet.
I'm getting close, Dave. So
All right.
I got
those
that.
Those that want like this is something else now.
Acupressure roller.
Yes, and that's a deep tissue massage for your feet.
Right, I have one. That and the horse bucket. I'm cheap.
The best thing for your feet is a nice, warm, pail bucket, whatever you can get your foot into, and some Epsom salt.
Yep.
Yes.
The best thing for your feet. Don't spend $20, $40, $80, $200 on one of those fancy gadgets there. Get a bucket you can put your feet in, get some Epsom salt, nice warm water, put the Epsom salt in, use the proper mix ratio, and stick your toes inside it.
Yeah.
All right.
My dad was a chemical engineer. He worked for Dow Chemical. Well, he worked for Oxymetal Industries, which is a division of Dow Chem. My dad's the one that helped perfect the paint that goes on offshore oil platforms. He was on his feet 12 hours a day. When he came home, my mom had a bucket of nice warm water with Epsom salt in it. He soaked his feet for a half hour to 45 minutes every single day.
Oh, Tibor. Oh, Tibor says stuff's moving to China.
Yep.
Yeah, where's the next one down here? He bought a jacket. All I know is on the packages that my socks came in said, made in America on it. Had the little American flag on it.
Get them while you can, folks.
Of course, it also could have been someone could have been. Tibor, was that from the Woolworth official Woolworth website, or was that somebody in a store? Because there has been cases of people selling counterfeit stuff on the wholesale level to stores.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. You could tell the difference. They're made for people like my size, Chinese sizes, small people. So you try to fit into something that fits me into Dave, it's going to be a little hard, right, Dave?
Yeah, I bought a pair of what I thought were Delta 501s. They're boots. It says size 13 on it. Guess what? They're 11 and 9/10, almost to 12. They didn't fit.
Yep.
Now, the ones I bought for Charles, which I've had to give away because his feet have outgrown them since, his fit, his kids' sizes were fairly accurate, but when it came to the adult sizes, they weren't.
Every time I
Okay,
try
got
to
a question here.
go for it.
I'm just going to bring it up here. So, guys, the snake boots at Cabela's good, or they seem half the price of others out there. I don't know. I haven't messed with those. Personally, I like leather gaiters or chaps. If I'm going to be out there messing with rattlesnakes and stuff, my dad left me several pairs of his rodeo chaps, so I just put one of those on and go out there. I also make sure I'm wearing my cowboy boots, so it gives me the extra. My Tony Llama, so it gives me the extra room inside.
Right. Wear a pair and find out and tell us if it worked or not. That's the easiest way to find out.
I'm sorry, I'm not traveling out to Arizona and sticking my foot next to a rattlesnake. Not happening.
Nah.
I got Smith & Wesson loaded with bird shot in my 44 Magnum. What snake?
Well, if you're going to let me borrow that, then I'll go do it, sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just reading. Howie's talking about detoxing your feet. So let's see what Howie says. Chop 2 large onions, put half into bags. Leave overnight on your feet while you sleep. I've heard that about putting onions on. I've heard people slicing onions and putting them in socks before.
Yeah, you can do it in plastic bag. Turkey bags works great for it. But it's kind of odd.
I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
I know that onions, if you peel an onion down a couple layers and just put it on a plate out in the open, it'll absorb bacteria and viruses out of the air.
Right.
We used to have in the coordination center for DHS, we had 3 of those suckers sitting out, and we rotated them out every week.
And hi, Bob. Bob joined us.
Hello,
Hey, Bob. So, and froze again.
Yep.
And here I thought I was having all the issues.
Yeah.
Oop.
Well, it changed. I took my Ethernet and plugged it into the laptop, so no more issues.
Oh, speaking of which, my wife was saying, I can't remember exactly what it's. Oh, when you're congested sometimes, my wife says, take the Vicks Vapor Rub, and you rub some on your foot in the up in the arch of your foot at night, and put a sock on over it so it doesn't rub off on the sheets. And that's supposed to help you at night. So that's another foot thing for you, is the Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yep, my mom did that when I was sick as a kid. On the chest, a little bit under the nose, and on the feet.
Yep.
And then she bundled me up like I was a bug in a rug. I don't care.
At two of the scout camps I went to, they had 4 pair of snake gaiters over in the brain fart here, in the nature area where they do your life sciences and stuff, merit badges and nature merit badges and stuff. They had, because those were the guys only allowed to go after the snakes, the guys from there, and they had 4 pair hanging up on the wall in there at both camps I went to. So the snake gators are great.
Big dreams. Another item that you can use, at least as far as I know, instead of eucalyptus, is clove. Take pure clove oil and rub it on the inside of your feet. That should also do pretty much the exact same thing. Because while you can't use eucalyptus on the inside of your mouth for toothache, you can use clove oil.
I just wrote down clove oil and says, "Good night, Mary Beth."
Yeah. I can't remember her name, but yeah, Willow Creek had that. I saw that video a year ago. Exactly, Audra. In potato salad that has onions in it, it's the onion that makes it go bad, not the mayonnaise, because the mayonnaise has vinegar in it. Or the eggs. It's the onion and the potatoes sitting out that causes it to go bad.
That's why if I make it, it's gone in one day.
Yeah.
Potato salad, egg salad.
Or it goes straight, or as soon as everybody's done serving it, my mom used to put it back in the refrigerator. You wanted seconds, you go to the refrigerator to get it.
Yep.
And if after 2 days it wasn't done, it was gone anyway. Yes, it is, Tibor.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Tibor says the clove oil is in the Red Cross toothache kits.
Let me give you a fair warning, though. If you're going to use that stuff, use it very sparingly. A, it will destroy the lining of your stomach. B, it will destroy the enamel on your teeth.
Yeah.
It is that.
Mary Beth is going. Good night.
Good night.
And yeah, allergies are starting to get bad down here too.
All the excess moisture we've had across the U.S. this year, they've had a lot more moisture down south due to the extreme snow. But here in Ohio, we've actually had more snow than we've had many years. Everybody is going to be dealing with mold and other allergies come thaw.
Yeah.
Send your moisture to me. We need it. I live in the desert. This year is like normal rainy season. Most of the time it's dirt and dust.
All righty. Okay. Thanks, Howie.
And if if you're going to be suffering from allergies, get a hold of some local bee honey now and start taking a spoon of it every day.
The dark
honey.
honey.
When allergies start to hit, your body's already sucking it in. And make sure it's local bee honey, not.
And it's dark. I just got a big quart jar of the dark local honey around here.
Yeah, we got a great company here that's local. Just lost the name of the company, but they're actually being sold at Sam's Club. They've got Sam's Club is taking their honey and selling it locally here in Eastern Idaho.
Hey, North Girl.
Northern Girl Hobbies. Hey, how's it going?
Hi. We got 4 minutes.
Yep, we got. I got 6 minutes, but yeah. So let me get over here and grab the stuff. So today is Friday. So Monday morning coming up. For those that are interested in Monday morning, I believe it's 9 o'clock Pacific time. Is that what time? Al, is that what time Steve comes on? Monday mornings for Steve?
Yes. Steve's at Misfit Toys at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock Pacific time. And then when he's done, then Will at JIT Preparedness, that's just in time preparedness info, has his live stream on after that. Tuesday.
Hello,
this Tuesday, let's see if we can get it this time. It's going to be knives, the right one for the right job. So if you have some knives you'd like to share, get out your knife collection, make sure your webcam works, and we can bring you up here. You show off your knives. And we're going to talk about, which knives are better for what jobs and which ones you do not want to use for cutting bread, especially hot, fresh bread. And then Wednesday is going to be Courtney at Homesteading at White Family Farm. And Courtney is on at 9:30 Eastern till 10:30. And then Keto Homesteading with Jess comes on at 11 o'clock Eastern to midnight for the pajama party. Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon. Will just in time prepping at 1 o'clock. Do you know what he's talking about on Thursday, Al?
I don't know on this one, so we hope it's something sensible. But anyway, hi Steve, of Corsair Trainer, who's stuck in.
Hey, Steve. Hey, there he is. There's Steve, Corsair Trainers. So he'll be up Monday morning at 9 o'clock Pacific time. Figure out for your local time what it is for the coffee chat, aka the Island of Misfit Toys. And then next Friday is what are you doing to better your position? And that is your position as a prepper or homesteader.
I did it.
Do not read anything into that. I did not mean to have anything read into that. It's just what are you doing to better your preparedness position. And that's what's coming up here in the next week. And then, of course, next Friday as well, starting at, okay, let me get my times right. 5, mine is 7. Excuse me. 7 o'clock Eastern is Gemini Homestead, followed an hour later by Stringfield Ridge Farm, then me, and then following after me right now is going to be Pete's Little Homestead. So, guys, Pete's Little Homestead is coming up next. If you want to go ahead and head over there, give me a second. I'll throw the link up here for you. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, because it's so close, it dropped it off the first link. So I got to look at it here real quick.
And I'm only 18 away from making 1,000 subs.
Oh, yeah, guys.
Away from giving my giveaway away.
Yeah, Dave needs 18 subscribers to reach 1,000, guys. If you're not subscribed to Dave, please subscribe to him. Put it out on your social media things. Get people to go over there. Share one of his videos out. We need to get him to 1,000.
300 watch hours, yeah.
And 300 watch hours. Oh, shoot. Everybody go out there and watch 5 videos of his live streams and share those out, and we'll get him up to his 4,000 watch hours here really quick. That's okay, Steve. You're probably with the family again. Either that or you're running from old the Great Nuisance wandering around over there. How's the recall going, Uncle Al?
We got 2 million signatures so far.
2 million subscribers.
Yeah, because we're really mad. Okay.
Thank you, Holly.
We got about a minute before Pete's Little Homestead.
All right, and there it is. So I'm going to pull up here is the link to Pete's Little Homestead's live. Right there. There it is.
Still working on guys. Ben Davison from Suspicious Observers on my channel. It's going to take a little bit more work, but if you're not watching Suspicious Observers yet, you should be.
Yeah.
Because
good information there.
We always keep bringing up the climate and everything else. So I'm going to try and get it set up so I can actually get some real honest answers for everybody that wants to hear it.
All righty. And we'll be talking about the, what is that, Ulu? Is that how you pronounce it? Ulu. We'll be talking about the Ulu on Tuesday as well.
Yep.
Okay, Pete's live right now. He just went live. So let's head on over there, guys. Everyone, stay happy, stay safe, stay prepared, and we'll see you in the next live stream.